want your left fingers around it, but I want you to not throw it off center. I want you to make sure that you're only about a quarter of it.
My name is Peter Johnson. I teach at Kent State University, and Alan invited me out here to be a visiting artist for the last few days. I'm head of the ceramics program there, so I am responsible for all the classes. So I teach intermediate throwing and ceramic sculpture and advanced ceramics and ceramics 1. And
This really slow motions, that's what you should look like when you're throwing. No fast anything. When I get to the top of the cylinder, I'm usually pulling like an imaginary half-inch of air to make sure that I don't neglect the rim.
I taught for over a decade in Oregon before I started teaching at Kent State. You know, I started out as a potter in North Carolina before I went to graduate school. This is a wheel throwing class today, so Alan said, well, what can you do with the wheel throwing class? And so this is something I do with my students. It's just a synchronized throwing demonstration, so you really focus on every little step and think about what your hands are doing and how the clay is affected by every little motion.
Right angle, flat bottom. If anything, walls leaning in, definitely not leaning out.
It's been great. They've been really engaging. It's always nice when they will talk with you and ask you questions. Nothing's worse than a silent audience, and that has not been the case here. It's been really great.
And you're softening it with every bat of water that you're doing. Every attempt that you make, you're softening your clay so it's not going to perform effectively when you're trying to shape it.
I don't know, I've been impressed with the engagement of the students. I was here with the Guild last night. They seem like they have a hearty club going on. I see a lot of kiln building happening and new things progressing. Seems like everything's going in the right direction.